Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is episode number 42, and in the room where we left off last time, all you need to do is hookshot pretty much straight up from the wall farthest away from the door that we entered. And there's another one of these water level changing areas where we can play Zelda's Lullaby on the Ocarina to raise the water level up to the second level. And so that means that we have one more that we need to find in this temple somewhere in order to explore all of the areas. So if you look pretty much straight up, you'll see some hookshot areas, and you'll also see a golden Skulltula on the wall up there. And we can't actually get the golden Skulltula token right now, but I don't remember if you can actually just kill them and just leave the token there, or if they just come back if you leave the room. I don't think I've ever actually tried that before, but we're going to try it this time and just see what happens. I'll just kill him with the bow really fast, and we'll eventually get to it after we get the dungeon item. Anyway, after you leave that area and go through the door will lock behind you. There's a torch there that you can light with Din's fire if you really want to, in order to get back through the door that way, although I don't think I'll ever have to go that way. A blue Tektite will jump on you from down above, or I guess up above. And there's a couple of them up there, so as you walk around, you'll see a couple of them trying to jump down and get you. You can just kind of run around, though. I like to avoid them most of the time, unless they're really in the way, because they're just annoying. Anyway, if we hookshot up to the top here in this room, there's a water geyser that's guarding what looks to be a treasure chest, and there's a couple of pots as well. I needed some recovery hearts there, so I decided I'd go for it. You're going to want to stand right next to the treasure chest and actually hit the switch with your hookshot. You can also do this... Oh, I guess I can't reach with the hookshot. So you're going to want to shoot it with your bow, and you've got about like 2 seconds before the switch will go off, so... or maybe 3 seconds. So as long as you're standing right next to it, you can open the treasure chest within the time limit and receive the compass. So now we can check out all the treasure chests in this dungeon. Alright, we're back in the center room, and there's this one area on this level where we can shoot an eye, and it will open a gate, but you'll notice that you can't... Oh, whoa. Tektite. Kind of came out of nowhere there. The hookshot will not reach over to that target, so that's kind of a problem. We can't go there yet then, so we've got some other stuff that we need to do instead. So we're going to use one of our small keys in order to unlock the door here, and this brings us to another room that is going to lead us over to where we can raise the water level again. What the hell is with these blue Tektites pouncing on me? Darn it. Alright, so, oh, that was really bad. Okay, so you want to stand on the geyser and shoot it with a bow or a hookshot or even a bomb or a bomb tube, depending on what you have. It doesn't really matter what you hit it with. That will raise you up into the ceiling, up to the third level, and into a small little room where we can play Zelda's Lullaby again, and that will bring the water up to the third level of the temple. And I wasn't standing close enough. Make sure you're standing like facing the wall, and that the treble clef is there, because if it's not, then you're not within range. You're just wasting your time, man. You're wasting your time. Alright, that's going to raise the water level up, and yeah, all that good stuff. I'm watching you, blue Tektite. I'm watching you. These things are so annoying. How did I miss you? Are you kidding me? Alright, don't hit me. Damn it! I hate these things with a passion. Die. Die. I'm stabbing you in the eye. You're supposed to die when that happens, man. Okay, so to the north of this room, well, I guess that's not the north, is it? That is the west part of the room. I just happen to be facing that way, so I called it north. In the west area of the room, that is where will lead to the boss area, so don't worry about that. We can't go over that way anyway because we don't have the dungeon item yet and we can't get that far. We can, however, go into the east entrance, and it's going to be more of the same. A area of water where we have to equip our iron boots, and this looks very similar to what we saw before. So there's this block here that we can kind of pull out of the wall. And on the right-hand side over here, I don't think there's anything that we can do. It's just a gate with no switch, but there's a hookshot thingy. So we can't do anything there, and we also can't really do anything else with the block there other than... Oh, that was weird. It decided that it was going to go back into the wall. So all we can do is pull it out just a little bit, and that's it. So now we're going to have to go back to the center room again. And instead of the center room, I decided to go back here because I realized that we were missing a couple of keys. So you want to go back to the second area where we raised the water level, and again raise it up to the second level. If you need to raise it back down to the first level, you can use Farore's Wind at this point to take you back to the first area and then just restart it. But I completely forgot about a couple of different small keys that we need to do, so I need to make sure that we take care of that, otherwise we're pretty much stuck here. Like I said, I hate this temple. Okay, so you're going to put on the iron boots after raising the water level, and where the block raises kind of into the second level, it reveals an area below the surface in the water where we can jump down, or I guess float down with our iron boots. And that leads us into this very small, secluded little room with just a lone switch and a bunch of enemies above us. So I'm gonna keep my distance a little bit and shoot this switch with a hookshot shot, and that's going to drop all these enemies into the room, so we have our work cut out for us. So yeah, I'm gonna try to take out, well, I tried to take out the shell blade there and that just didn't work. I was at a bad angle, I think. Let's do the spikes first, since they actually come at you pretty much unprovoked. The shell blade, missed my timing. The shell blade isn't that bad. It's just if you miss that window of opportunity when you can kill it, it moves kind of quickly. Is there any other enemies in here? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of spikes in the corner over here, and it looks like another shell blade. You can kill off these spikes in one hit if you hit them before they actually turn into their spiky form. And shell blade, same as always. Once you defeat all the enemies, a gate above is going to open itself up, so we can take off the iron boots and float into the ceiling. Oh, this isn't the right one, is it? No. Okay, so it's not the one above the switch where you hit to make the enemies fall out of. This was the enemy's house, not where we need to go. Okay, straight across from where the switch is, you can float into the ceiling of this room, and you will surface in a very small room with just a lone small treasure chest, and we can open it to receive a small key. And now we're going to head back to the center room again and see if we need another key. Okay, so after further inspection, I did actually need another key. So I just wasn't sure if I needed to get it now or if it was in a later room. But now that I thought about it, I know exactly where it is because I mentioned it the last episode and I just forgot about it. Oh boy. Okay, so with the water raised up to the second level, go back to the room where we met Ruta with the torch. And this is the same room where you can change the water level to the first level. But if it's on the second level, you can come back in here and reach this level where there's a crack in the wall. You're going to want to place a bomb right there that'll blow up the wall and reveal a room with a small treasure chest and a small key. And now we can head back to where the water level is raised to the third level and go through that small key door and finally move on. Okay, so this door is actually supposed to be locked, but I went through here to see if we needed another key, so that will be one of the keys that we got in this episode. Oh, watch out for the keys here. They're just hanging out on the wall, ready to attack you. There's a couple of things to take note of in this room. One, all these pillars are moving, or these platforms, I guess they're not pillars. The second thing to take note of is that there's a golden skull on the wall to the right that we can't get because our hookshot doesn't reach that far yet. So we need to come back here after we get the upgrade, and we should be doing that shortly. Okay, so now that we have the key that we need to open the door at the end of this little chamber, you're going to want to jump down and pretty much aim your hookshot straight across the way towards the waterfall and hookshot onto one of the platforms, and just keep repeating this process of hookshotting to the platform above you. And if you do it fast enough, which as long as you don't do it in slow motion, you should be able to do it fast enough, you should be able to hookshot onto the final platform that has the door on it. Use the small key to enter the next room, and we've got a puzzle on our hands. But I'm going to save that for the next episode. So the next episode, we're going to do a puzzle, and I'm thinking we're also going to fight the best mini-boss ever. So hopefully we get to that in the next episode. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks, and please stay tuned for episode number 43. Game on.